Huh?
Is that Montclair? I like it.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Question.
Gotta keep cozy.
See the news Odell's been freed.
Yeah, he's free now. I was just talking to him the other day about the whole situation and everything. I just hope for the best for him. Hope he goes into the perfect situation for him. And I want to see him do great things and get back to that old OBJ.
What's your guys' relationship like?
I mean, we're like brothers. I mean, we're like fam. Talk to him about anything. He talked to me about anything. Ask him about anything. So, I mean, we have a strong bond. I love talking to him. Definitely my brother.
Did you see the clip that went kind of viral of you on Dalvin's big run, kind of swinging your arm? What was going on with that?
I don't really know why it made it to a big deal that it was. I was running at like a fast pace trying to catch up to Dalvin, catch up to Humphreys really, and the way Humphreys like ran, it was kind of weird. I was going one way, he went the other way, and I was like trying to like balance myself, and I don't know. It is what it is.
Were you trying to tell Dalvin to not get behind you? It looked
yeah,
like
I was telling Dalvin come behind me on this way, and then like I was looking at Dalvin, and then when I looked back to Humphreys, he went like a whole different direction. I was like, oh, trying to get back to him, but you know.
On your touchdown, it looked like they were trying to get a call in from the line. Like, was that something that you were trying to take advantage of? Like, hey, their defense is not set. I'm gonna just be able to blow past that linebacker. And then
Yeah, that, and I mean, I know football, so I mean, if it's 3rd and 7, and he's off man, and I'm in a condensed split. I mean, spraying. I mean, he's looking for an out route. So I kind of knew that situation, knew that he would kind of bite on the out route. And, I mean, Kirk just throwing it deep. I was wide open.
Did you guys have that called, or was that something you adjusted at that moment at the line?
No, it was called.
Justin, you only have 9 targets in the last 2 games combined. Clint Kubiak was asked about that and indicated that they need to give you more targets. How do you feel about how you've been targeted 9 times with just 5 catches in the last 2 games?
I mean, that's just the way the game goes. That's not something that I can really control. But I mean, if Clint's saying he's going to give me the ball more, I'm all for it. I'm all for making big plays for the team. And I mean, whenever my name's called, I'm going out there and making a play. So if that's more targets or less targets, it is what it is. The game goes different ways.
What did you think of CJ's catch?
When I was like, look, you might as well come to the receivers now. You done made a big catch on somebody's head, so you got to come to the receivers now. And we was just joking about that, and that was a great play that he made, and Kirk trusting him to make that play.
Justin, you see so many teams playing more split safety looks, and you're probably going to see it Sunday with the way the Chargers do it. As a receiver, what is the key to still being able to make plays when you have teams that are in those shells and devoting more defensive backs to playing over the top?
I mean, that means those short routes, stop routes, getting into that zone. But, I mean, they also come up a lot, for the run and, other things. So, I mean, we're looking for that, seeing how they play us. You never know going into the game. So, I guess we'll see.
In those situations, though, or if it's, a 2 deep look, I mean, a lot of teams, like Patrick Mahomes is having issues with that right now. Like, his teams are throwing that at him more. But, like, how as a receiver, I don't know, is there any sort of communication you do with the quarterback? Like, trust me, I'm going to go up and get the contested ball. Like, throwing into coverage is okay.
Yeah. I guess just working with Kirk over time and just giving him that trust, just showing him that I can go up and make those plays and for him to throw it up at any time. That's just the connection that, quarterbacks and their receivers have to work on. And I mean, that's what make those great plays. Just the quarterback just giving the receiver a chance, even when he's covered, and us just going up and making those big plays. So we just gotta keep working on those things. If we see it, adjust in the game, and I mean just hit those little short routes that they give us.
What was your take on Kane's kickoff return, and what do you think of his speed?
He's fast. He's definitely fast. I mean, coming out halftime. That is a big play for us, coming out with a kick return to set the tone, and we definitely needed it, and we just couldn't hold that momentum.
how comfortable are you in plays where you're handed the ball or you're asked to pass? Like essentially.
Oh, I'm comfortable. I can sling the rock. So whenever they need me to, hey, step in, I can do a thing or two.
Did you suggest that to the coaches, or did they come to you and say, "Hey, you should throw the ball"?
It's a little mixture of both. I mean, we had some throwing plays in for the receivers last year, so I was throwing it last year. So I mean, they know I got a little arm or whatever. So hey, if they need me to throw it, I'll throw it.
What's just the overall mood of the group right now? You guys have been right there, a couple frustrating losses, but also you are just right there. So how do you guys kind of feel right now and try to keep this thing from sliding?
It's very frustrating. Pretty much every single loss that we had was, in between 1 to 7 points. So it's been tough. These are the worst losses. You're losing by, those few little points, playing our heart out and just losing at the end of the game. I mean, we just got to find a way to finish the game. I feel like we play a pretty good game all the way until, the end of the fourth quarter. So we just got to find a way to get over that hump. I mean, it doesn't have to be close. So just putting points on the board, not being conservative, and just running up the score.
Did you tell Odell not to sign with Green Bay, or do you leave that?
Yes, I did. I was like, look, bro, don't go to Green Bay. We didn't see him yet. We still got to see him twice. So I was like, don't go there, please. But I mean, if that's the situation for him, then I mean, go for it. I love Aaron Rodgers. I love Devontae Adams. So I think that would be a good mix for him. But I mean, I definitely don't want to see it. Yeah.